Hello, 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 hello. Hello, my loves, that was loud. But welcome into my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are coming back, welcome back, my beautiful souls. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So if you are new, my name is Melissa. I am an angelic plus galactic channel, and what I really specialize in during this lifetime, which is a lot, but I really specialize in bringing light language to activate your DNA, to wake up my beautiful light beings, star seeds, earth angels, to wake up humanity. That's what I'm here to do. So today's episode is all about starseed awakening and understanding the process a little bit more. And as we go through this beautiful transmission, I want to invite you to understand that you're safe. If you feel like you're a starseed and you feel like you're lost, you feel like you haven't been able to ground yourself or get your bearings, I want you to know that you're safe and you're okay. You're safe and you're okay. And the reason that I say that is because so many starseeds, when they wake up, they feel lost, they feel isolated, they feel like no one's like them, no one understands them. And it's because we come from different galaxies. And in this moment in time, the world's going through a really big shift. Everyone's going through a really big shift. So not only when we wake up to these new gifts and identities that we have within our soul, we're also, it's that counterbalance of the human disconnect. And we bring that together. We bring the soul and human connection. So a lot of times when you feel lost, it's because there's this human disconnect and the soul disconnect. And the awakening is you merging yourself back together. So that's what I want to say. If you feel like you're lost right now, I want you to really set the intention as you listen to this information that I am coming back in deep connection and alignment with myself, my soul, my higher self, the universe, and literally sitting in the space of I am fully allowing myself to be guided by the universe, to be guided by divine, to be guided by God, source, universe, all of there is, however you choose to see fit, and really allow yourself to start making these little steps forward, progressing. And listening to channel activations like this will help you a lot. If you do not know, I do have a podcast called The Recoded Wealthy Woman. And on that, I talk a lot about, expanding and growing a lot of different channel messages, a lot of different elevation around money and your spiritual business. So I welcome you and invite you into that community as well. And yes, it is called The Recoded Wealthy Woman, but I know that I do have some beautiful males out there as well. So if you feel like you're called to listen and tune in, feel free. Feel free. Because you know what? Inside of us, we have a queen and a king. We all have it. We all have that divine feminine and divine masculine energy. And I do throw the word queen around here and there. So if you are a male, that's it. That's all I have to say. But I welcome you into that. I welcome you to listen, because no matter what, the message is going to hit your soul in the way that it needs to hit your soul. Everyone take a deep breath in. And I'm just going to slow it down a bit, because for me, I love to chat. I love to talk. I love to express myself. I love being on camera. I love being on stage. I do. And I get really excited. So something that I have been working on personally, and I'm so open and honest, is because, when we see these spiritual leaders and these people that have platforms, we're just like, oh, they have everything together. But I'm like, no, I'm in this constant working, growing, ascension, activation, elevation with you. So for me, right now, as I'm ascending and growing, it's me allowing myself to get out this beautiful high level information and feeling safe to do so. And I do feel very safe to do so, but also there is information that I haven't started bringing down yet. And I know that might be a challenge for me, but I know it's also such a blessing and a gift to my community. And that's why I challenge myself. So I want to open that space for, if you feel like, you have these spiritual gifts, but you're kind of just allowing them to linger, or you're a little nervous to show people your spiritual gifts, like, it is so safe, because when I started my journey, I had no one around me that was doing what I was doing, that was building the spiritual business, that was speaking light language. Obviously, I knew my mentor, but like that was the extent. And I allowed myself to will in such a beautiful community, such a beautiful community. And I want you to know that you can do the same. If you feel isolated and not connected, then you have community. You do, but it's opening up to see, hey, universe, you know what? I am openly calling in friends, partners, like that are really going through this journey that I'm going through because I don't want to go through it alone. So I really want you to know that you do not have to go through this alone. And there's so many different like circles and like sister circles. There are just circles in general. There's male communities, there's female communities, there's co-ed communities, and it's like getting on your computer and searching. And for me, even when I moved to a new city, I didn't know anyone. But what I did was I got on the app Meetup, and I just like searched like meditation, you know, like yoga or sound healing to like find people in my circle. And it was beautiful because I met so many beautiful people, and everyone, we're all going through that same journey, so we all get it. It's like sometimes when you come into a community, it's like standoffish, but I feel like, and I'm not saying, every spiritual community is just so open because obviously we live in the world that we live in, but I will tell you that the people that I have met and like really connected and aligned to, when you open up to the universe to bring you such a powerful, beautiful community, the universe will bring it to you. And there were points where I was surprised. I was like, wait, this community has been sitting here and I didn't know. Oh, you didn't ask for it yet. Oh, okay. Well, I asked for it and I received it. So I want you to do the same. So this message today is going to be channeled through the Arcturian Council as well as the Beautiful Divine Galactic Federation, which is purely of the most divine light and love and joy and happiness. And as we bring down this information to you, if you feel like you want to get out a journal, you want to take some notes, feel free to do so because it's for you. If you feel like you need to pause this video and just like take it in for a minute, get some water, please do so. And I'm like no shame. I have my water around me somewhere. It's actually a big gallon of water because I'm all about hydrating. So I'm not going to be shameful to bring this big gallon of water on here because I'm getting thirsty. So this is a call for you. There's something in my eye. This is a call for you to drink some water as well. And yes, thank you. I would probably be more thirsty. So as we tune into the Arcturian Council, or to some of you that know it as the Arcturian Council of Light, there's many different, kind of combinations of it. But either way, my beautiful divine Arcturian family, that is who we are connecting with in the beginning, and the Galactic Federation is going to be coming in to help you awaken. This video, okay, I cannot, I'm like, I have to move it. This video is here for you to awaken. Literally, that's why it's called Starseed Awakening, to really amplify you. And what's coming through is, I'll start creating more Starseed Awakening videos so that you have a place to come to and connect and really start beaming in your light, because that's what it is when you really come to the understanding of what it is to be a starseed. And on my podcast, I just did channel a message, and it's all about understanding what it means to be a light being, which is definitely a starseed. There's so many different names. Without further ado, we are going to get in it. But the last thing I want to say is we are going to do light language today. And if you are new to light language is beautiful. Oh my God, just literal light coming from Divine Source Universe God of all there is, Divine Mother Sophia, really here to activate us and expand our DNA, to get us back to these natural, high level, powerful, divine light beings that we were always meant to be here, but you know, during certain centuries going on in this world, all that power got stripped away from us. And now we're coming back as the world shifts deeper into the age of Aquarius, as the world ascends, as Mother Earth heals. So these codes that come through me, through my vocals and sounds and mudras, they're being taken by your higher self and your soul, and they're awakening exactly what you need. So for example, you know, we have different layers. So I'm obviously starseed. If I came to this activation, I'm going to take out the higher level codes, right? But if you're a newer starseed, you're going to take out the lower level codes, and not as a lower level, but just the ascension. It's like there's steps, you know. It's like, obviously your soul's not going to be like, okay, you're just waking, let's take these starseed codes and wake you up and just like create havoc on your system. No, that's not going to happen. Your soul and your higher self are going to take the exact codes that you need. And that's the beautiful thing. And some of you might be called, you know, maybe in a week, maybe in a month, to watch this video again. And it just means that your soul is ready for the next level of coding from this video. So what that means is, every time you receive light language, your soul and higher self and your body, your DNA will take what you need. And if you're not ready for that next level, then the next time you watch it, okay, that was very loud outside. And the next time you watch it, you're going to receive the next level of codes, the next level of codes, the next level of codes. So that's why it's like, sometimes you might see in the comments, people are like, oh my God, I watched this video multiple times, and every time it activated me to a new level. And that's what light language does. Okay, that was a very long intro, but we're ready. Let's do this. So I'm going to get into channel. What's going to happen right now is I am going to attune to the higher vibration so that I can bring in the Galactic Federation with ease and grace. I'm going to tune my body. That's what you're going to hear. Shorya, hiya, 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 hiya. Shorya, hiya, 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 hiya. Greetings, divine starseed. It is this moment in time that I ask you to rise and awaken. It is this moment in time that I ask you to allow your programming to be activated and expanded in this moment in time. You are ready to rise. You are ready to awaken. You are ready to expand into your divine soul mission here and now. When you allow yourself to receive these codes today and know that your soul is being heard, your soul is calling to us, your soul has been calling to us, your soul is ready to be activated and expanded, your soul is ready to awaken to the new level, the new consciousness that you have and can allow yourself to attune to right in this moment. What we would first like to do in this moment is awaken you and activate you with this divine transmission coming from the Galactic Federation. And what you're going to notice is, as you're receiving these activations, you might feel chills through your body, you might feel expansion in your body, but whatever you feel is just what you need. So thank you for taking and receiving today. As we dive deeper into this transmission, I want you to know that you are fully safe. As starseeds, when it is a newer starseed on this earthly plane, sometimes when you start interacting with higher level galactic beings, it is your own intention to fall back and retreat. But I ask you to come forward and receive, because the more that you come forward and you receive, the more that you're going to be able to expand and grow and heal. The starseed journey, the starseed awakening is healing. Coming into this peace with your mind, body, and soul connection. And what you will notice throughout this transmission, we are bringing in light language to activate you and expand you and bring you to a higher level octave, a higher level frequency, a higher level expansion, so that you can actually really ground into the transmission. Shua he ehe 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 ehe. opening up your surroundings, opening up your environment for you to receive, grow, heal, evolve, and expand. Thank you for receiving. So what you will notice, I am a channel. What that means is I allow my body to be attuned to higher vibrations so that these beautiful divine light beings can flow through me. If you do not know what the Galactic Federation is, the Galactic Federation is made up of many different light councils. So starseed nations, so that might be Arcturians, Palladians, Lyrians, Syrians, like Lemuria, there's Atlantis, there's many different light beings that hold rank in the Galactic Federation. And the reason I am able to channel them is because when I was not in a human body, a human vessel, I sat on that Galactic Federation. I sat there to learn, to grow, to evolve, to understand, so that when I reincarnated into this body, if I wanted to speak and bring down this wisdom up there, I could attune to it because my soul is so familiar with it. So when we look at channels, and I know a lot of people that find me are channels, are light language carriers. And we want to make this very clear. There are people that are really here to bring, expand, and grow light language for humanity, but there are people here to just do light language. And what that means is, like, in your own environment, you might feel like, I'm not called to heal people with my light language. I'm just called to send light language whenever I feel like it comes. And we want to know that if that's you, that's okay. And that is probably your choice in this lifetime. There's some people that have light language that when they start giving birth to their kids, that's when the light language is going to come on to protect and shower their kids in light. And you might notice that you sing different tunes that sound, there's no English wording, or your native tongue, there's nothing. You're just like, and that's you protecting your beautiful divine baby from anything else within this world that is not of the purest light. Because right now, the babies that are coming into this world are, oh, so powerful. Oh, so powerful. Oh, so powerful. And, not to say that we that have already reincarnated are not powerful, but a lot of us that are, in these generations have so much emotional trauma, and I don't really want to say baggage, but we have a lot of things flowing through our lineage to clear and heal and grow and evolve. But these new beautiful children that are coming into this world are pure. They're so pure because they're here to just get to mission. And they're going to start their missions when they start interacting with other kids and humans, and in preschool and kindergarten, elementary, high school. They're going to be healing all through it. Not everyone's like that. Not every child that comes in is like that now. But there are a lot of beautiful divine babies coming in to do some deep healing work throughout that, K to 12 system and beyond. Take a deep breath in here. We are in a time that is so exciting. We are in a time that is so, so, so exciting. We are in a time that we are the creators. We are really helping the earth rebirth, and that's exciting. And the more that we allow ourselves to know how powerful we are internally and externally, we're going to see that our gifts are meant to be used. As starseeds, there are a lot of starseeds that keep their gifts inside because they're ashamed of them. Their family, maybe they grew up in a certain type of religion, and their family just is like, no, what are you doing? That's blasphemy. Stop it. Don't do that. And they just keep them inside. And if that's you, I love you. I love you. You were born into that family for a reason. You get to change that outcome for yourself. If you feel like you're restricted and limited, you're not, because your truth is valid. Even if people around you don't feel that way, your truth is valid. There are starseeds, and I'm not saying that this is you, but there are starseeds that have walked away from their family because their family chose not to ascend. And that was not beneficial for that being anymore. So that family, that starseed found a new family to ascend with. That might be a community, that might be a partner, that might be your wife, your husband, your kids. Sometimes we have to do that because there might be people in our life that are not choosing. They're contracts, they're not choosing them because there's so many different energies in this world. There's obviously the beautiful light, but we still have the dimmer side of the earth. And sometimes there's some starseeds that feel like it's easier to reside in those lower frequencies. And when that happens, starseeds, you know, like us that want to become lighter and brighter, sometimes we have to exit those relationships because they're not serving us. And sometimes it's really hard for us to see that. And that is okay. But know that you're worthy and deserving. If you feel like you're limited and restricted right now in partnerships and relationships, feel into what feels right for you and just ask the universe to support you. Ask the universe to support you in making the highest level decision for your highest good and for the world's highest good. And remember that whatever you're feeling is very valid. And sometimes we get to go through it for a while until we can see that maybe there are higher level opportunities. Maybe there are just disconnects from the relationship, and the universe is going to come in and mend those beautiful disconnects. And then you're going to create this higher level relationship and bond. So please know, wherever you are right now, there is hope for you. So, just clearing some energy for the collective. Because we hold a lot of dense energy around the fear of showing ourselves and our truth and speaking up. So we just want to clear some really dense energy. Take that with you. Take it with you. Take it with you. Take it with you. We're not done yet. We still have more. But I am going to take another sip. And if you're out there and you feel thirsty, the codes that come through me are very high level. So please respect your body and hydrate. And you're probably thinking, Melissa, your water is almost gone. No, I have another one next to me. Yeah, I do. That's how much I drink water. And I get to drink more water because sometimes I forget. And this is just a reminder that our bodies thrive on water. Abundance, like literally, if we want to be more abundant, drinking water is a priority for us, such a priority, because it's like you're thinking about it. And I like to say it like this. It's like, you're going to a house and they have a pool, and the pool is like an infinity pool and it's filled to the top and it's glistening. And you're like, I want to get in that pool, right? Yeah, let's go swim in that. Or there's that pool that's like really murky and you're like, oh, I don't really want to go there. That's like our vibration with abundance as well. And when we're hydrated, we're that infinity pool. And when we're not hydrated, we're that murky pool. And we don't want to be that murky pool. No. So my team's like, don't get off topic. We are staying on topic. But if you have watched my videos, you know that I am a true side note person. Take a deep breath, everyone. So now the Arcturian Council is going to come through, and first we're going to start with a starseed activation, and the starseed activation is going to awaken you. The starseed activation is really going to hit hard in a beautiful way, not a bad way, for my beautiful Arcturian family and for my other beautiful star nations out there. It's going to activate you too. But when you are in front of your star family, the codes just hit a little bit deeper, and just know that whatever you receive today is what you need. And that's all that it is. So receive. Hey, ona he shikwana kaishi. Welcome, my beautiful starseed. Wahekotere shikiatru shukwanara kaishi. Wake up and expand. Truyakotere shimikiatru shukwai. The more that you wake up and expand, shui. Ariakotui nai ai 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 ai. The more that you will be able to heal, grow, evolve, and ascend. Imagine that your heart is expanding right now. And if you feel like you are an individual that really close off your heart, I want you to put your hands right in your heart, right in front of your heart. And I want you to say, I am open to receive love. And then I want you to open your hands very slowly. And if you feel any resistance in your hands, I just want you to say, I am open to receive love. 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 And I want you to hold your hands facing me. And you're going to receive all the love right now. Shwaya naya Shwaya Shoya haya Shoya haya haya Shoya haya haya Shoya haya haya. You are loved. You are blessed. You can release the fear, my beautiful divine being. You can release the fear that resides within you, and you can come back fully to your pure, unified light with Source right in this moment. Let's take 5 deep breaths in together. And I want you to use your hands. So we're going to start here and we're going to breathe in and out. We're going to breathe in and out. We're going to slow it down, breathing in and out. We're going to slow it down even more, breathing in and out. And this last breath, as we breathe in, we're going to hold it at the top as long as you can, okay? And hold it. Shoya apurukatya mutrishikya atrukaya mutrishikya atrukarea kashimya hatara motareya taraya hitaraya tarare tarau. And allow your breath to go. If you're still holding, that's fine. Shuhakaya kaishi and let go. Ha darashikya shuakashi arakashu. How are you feeling? How are you feeling right now? I know there's so many times that people arrive to my videos and they're like, oh my God, this is exactly what I needed. And I hope that is you today, because I want to bring so much joy and happiness and light throughout the world. And that's why I have so many platforms. Literally, I have so many platforms. I am on YouTube, I am on TikTok, I am on Instagram, I have my own podcast. And I'm like, is there something else I am on that I do not know? But I feel like that is where I really put my light and my energy. And there's some energy coming through right now. And the energy that's coming through is understanding what it means to be a starseed. Because so many times we're like, we hear the word, we hear the lingo, light being starseed, earth angel, all the things, but we're like, what does that even mean? So as a beautiful starseed and a starseed awakening, which just means that you are elevating and connecting to your soul connection, which means you're connecting to your soul journey. As a starseed, you have a soul journey. A lot of times starseeds feel lost and scattered before they really start connecting to their soul. And when you start connecting to your soul, everything starts to make sense. It's like, oh, okay, this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm here for. And a lot of times what you will see are patterns in your life. And I want to say past life, because when you connect to your journey, it's kind of like you're shifting into this new timeline of life. So for me in my journey, when people would ask me, and I've backstory, I probably had almost not every single job in the book. I'm not going to be dramatic, but I've had a lot of jobs in my life, a lot of jobs. And now I own my own beautiful business, which is amazing. But it's like, growing up and working those jobs, what I noticed myself was I was always this very, very good listening ear, like extremely good listening ear. And what I always wanted to help people see is this power inside of them, that they could have what they desire, that I always saw their light. Like I would always see it, even when they didn't see it. And I remember one time I worked at a company and I was leaving because I was moving to South Korea, and I had my going away party, and I was talking to one of the females, and she literally looked at me and she's like, you should have your own talk show. She's like, you're so good at talking to people. You're so good at hearing people. You're so good at helping people transform and like move forward. And like, at that time I was just like, oh, thank you. Because I love being that person that's like here to help people. But I didn't know that was my mission. I didn't find my mission from that point until, well, I found a portion of it. I started as a health coach, and I started helping people understand the nutrition and living at a higher capacity. So maybe that came about probably about a year later. I started that journey. But finding who I am now, from then to now, I think I left America in 2015. And then I found who I was about 3 years ago, and that's about 2019. So yeah, about 4 years. It took me like 4 years to figure it out. And even when I first started figuring it out, I was still going through the process of like, I don't really know who I am. So, but what I knew was I could see people's light, and I could see more than what they could see. And that's the projector in me. That's the coach in me. That's the guide in me. That's that high level star seed in me. That's like, hey, let's wake up. Let's go. That's me. But I didn't know that was me until I allowed that to be me. And the way that I came about with my starseed expansion was I got to a very low point in my life, and I came back to my light. I said, Melissa, you have a lot more light than to be experiencing what you're experiencing. So something needs to shift, something needs to change. And that really shifted my trajectory, because I felt like I started connecting with the universe more. And I just like, universe, lead me, show me, guide me. Like if you listen to me on other podcasts, and that is like my statement, universe, lead me, show me, guide me. Lead me, show me, guide me. Like all day long, universe, lead me, show me, guide me. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to really ground into the higher level being that I am. Feel free to take that and use that all day long, because it will help you with ease and grace. Because this is the thing, some of your teams are like, let's go. So you might want to add that ease and grace, because some of your teams are like, will take you from one timeline to the next timeline, and you're like, so adding that ease and grace will help you as well. So that shifted me, because I felt like there's something more, there's something more, there's something more, there's something more. And you might be feeling like that right now. And I want to let you know there is. And as you start going through your journey, I started to heal. I started to manifest, actually. I used manifestation for my healing, which I didn't even know was a thing until I knew it was a thing. But I allowed manifestation to heal me, and to allow me to see more, and allow me to start, triggering different things inside of me. The word trigger is not always bad. So it's like triggering me to see more, to be more, to do more, to have more. And that really opened me up to this vast world and this vast light being that I am now. And that beautiful program that I got into, the healing manifestation program, is where I found light liquid. So the universe guided me to that program, because investing at that time was really scary for me. It was $200 a month. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to get $200? It's like, that was me at that point. But I was like, there's something inside of me that was like, I have to do this. 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 And so I did it. And it changed my world. It completely changed my world. And it allowed me the grace and ease to become who I am now. And this is powerful for me to sit in front of you, to help you ascend, to help you grow, to help you evolve, to help you connect these dots that you're like, oh, what's going on? What's going on with me? And it's really powerful, because the more that you sit in this energy of allowing the universe to lead you, showed you, guide you. And something that has been really coming up for me, and I'm so open with this, is victim mentality is really creating havoc on the starseed community. Like the light beings, it's so dominant in our community, and it sucks, because right before I shifted, I was in deep victim mode. I was like, oh, my life is because of this. My life is because of this, because of this person, because of this person, because of this person. Like I was in that mentality, and it really didn't work out. It didn't work out. And what helped me was start to take charge of my life. I put myself, I got my ass, I was in the back seat of the car. I wasn't even in the passenger seat. I was in the back seat of the car. I put my ass in the driver's seat, straight up. I was like, we're getting in the driver's seat. Let's go. Let's do this. I just got my license. Let's go. Like that was me. Like I didn't know what was going to happen, but I knew that I had to start leading my life, because if I didn't, then who was going to do it? If I'm the creator of my life and I'm co-creating with the universe, but I'm not guiding my life is not going to go anywhere. Or it's going to go somewhere, obviously, but maybe it's not the places that I desire. And that's where my life was going. It was going in the places and experiences that I did not want to connect to. I was done with it. I was over it. The struggle, the lack, the fear, the doubt, scarcity. I was done. And that's what really willed me into that driver's seat and out of that victim mentality. So if you feel like you're living in that energy right now, I want you to know that you are powerful, and it is safe to come back to that driver's seat. It is safe to know that you can create the life that you desire. You can do it. I've transformed my life. I transformed my business. I've transformed so many other people's lives and so many other businesses and so many other money stories. I've done a lot in the last 2 to 3 years, but it makes me so happy. It makes me feel so blessed to get to do what I do. And it's like, I'm just starting. I still have so much more beautiful life to grow and expand and do this. And it's like, as starseeds, we always have these new levels, but these new levels bring us to heal. If there's something not working out in our life, instead of directing that energy on someone else, direct it back to yourself. What is going on? What am I not seeing? What am I not doing? What am I not feeling? Because a lot of times when we choose not to feel, and for most of my life, I chose not to feel because I always had to be the strong one in my family. I chose not to feel. So I came back into, I pushed all of the emotions down, and that's really dense energy. And it's like, if I'm carrying all that around, my vibration and my experiences are probably not going to be at the highest capacity that they could be. But when I started opening up and healing and actually feeling my emotions, and that was freaking scary, my life started shifting. I started growing and evolving and ascending. As starseeds, we come here to ascend. We heal and we ascend. We grow and we ascend. And every ascension, we activate these new spiritual gifts and these new ideas, these new connections with the universe and divine Mother Earth and our divine galactic families and divine angels and divine ascendant masters. We are so supported when it comes to the divine beings that surround us. Like, I don't even know how many beautiful divine beings there are out there, because there are plethoras of divine beings that are literally here to co-create with us. And some of them are known, but some of them are not known. Some of them are here to not be known until we dive deeper into the age of Aquarius, because their energy cannot be maintained on this earthly plane yet. So some of them are just hanging out, just helping us from afar. And that's beautiful and that's powerful. And I want you to know that you're so supported. So before we close up this beautiful divine starseed awakening, and I'm going to call this part 1 of 5. And trust me, there's more information that I can talk about. This is just the intro. So this is part 1 of 5. And The biggest thing that my team wants you to know as you go through this 5-part series of Starseed Awakening, you are going to start to feel different things in your body, your mind, and your soul. Because even if I'm just speaking just English to you, my codes are flowing through, awakening you, activating you, expanding you, healing you. They are doing so many things. And it's important to take some space between the videos. So what I'm going to do is I'll branch it out like once a week or so. Maybe I'll do two a week, depending. But make sure that you at least take 3 to 4 days between each video to really connect to the information. And if you feel like, you know what, I think I need to watch part 1 before I go to part 2, do that. Come back to your intuitive genius, because you are a genius, your intuitive genius. Come back to your intuitive genius and feel into it. So there's a couple more things that we want to say, and then I will let you go on your merry way. Please make sure you hydrate yourself at the highest capacity today. We are done with transmissions, but light language transmissions, there's still codes coming through. When it comes to being a starseed, be gentle with yourself, because your journey is beautiful and powerful. And sometimes we see these high-level starseeds that are out there doing all the things, and we're just like, oh, that's not me. I can never get to that. Don't do that to yourself, because that starseed started somewhere too. I started somewhere. Y'all just heard I was sitting in the back seat. I was probably sitting in the trunk. I was sitting all the way in the back, all the way in the back of the train. Just like not ready to come to the front and like see who I was. And if that's you right now, be gentle with yourself. Like start very slowly. Something that you can really do is start building that connection and bond with your higher self and your soul, but really connecting with your higher self, because your higher self has done it. Your higher self has literally built multiple timelines for you to ascend to. So your higher self, he or she, they're like, it's not really a male or feminine energy. It's just your higher self that's so aligned and connected to divine, God, source, universe, of all there is beaming this light into you. And sometimes we don't connect to that light. So the more that you connect to that light, the more that you're going to see shifts and receive downloads. And I want to preface, like, with downloads, they don't just have to come through you. So you might be out and about, and maybe you're just talking to someone, and maybe you're a guide, maybe you're a coach, maybe you're a healer, and maybe you're just talking to someone and they're like, oh my God, I feel so good in your energy. Bing, 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 download for you. Bing, bing, bing. Yes. So pay attention to your interactions with yourself and people out in the world. Even, if you're on YouTube, obviously on YouTube now, but if it's like you're on YouTube or you're Instagram or TikTok, and these signs pop up and like they hit you and you're like, maybe I should tap into that. So for me, just to give you a little bit of backtrack before I started becoming a light language facilitator, I started with crystal healing because I was so called to like crystal healing. I was called to like be a healer, but I just didn't know what it was. I didn't know what to do. So I just started like watching YouTube and like just playing and like, listening to other starseeds and light beings and high level channels. And I was like, okay, well, crystal healing feels good to me. Let me try this. So I got certified in crystal healing, and that, led me to who I am now. It like brought me to the oracle cards and channeling and yeah, I started doing Reiki sessions, and that opened me up more too. That Reiki really opened me up. Then I started working with energy healer, which really helped me, really, 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 really helped me. So y'all, you are powerful. And if you really want to know who you are and what you're here to do, like start asking for the guidance from the universe. This is May 2022 right now. And I'm saying this because in my business, sometimes I open up sessions, sometimes I don't. Right now, I have soul blueprint readings for $222. So if you do want a soul blueprint reading, feel free to, I'll put the links below. Put the links below. I opened up 5 spots, so there's 4 spots left right now. And the soul blueprint reading, what we do is we go through who you are, what you're here to do. We also go through your life right now and any patterning, any limits or things that are actually keeping you from growing into that evolved, beautiful light being that you are, starseed that you are. So if you have just been wanting a deeper understanding of what it means to be who you are on a soul level, maybe you want to know who your beautiful star family is. So it's like, obviously I'm Arcturian. I feel like there's a lot of Palladian energy in this YouTube community though. For me, there's a lot of Palladian energy out there. So if you needed that as confirmation, there you go. Take a deep breath in here. And we're just going to end this with a small little activation. And this activation is just to awaken that energy in your heart. Thank you for receiving. Thank you for hearing the call, because if you are on this video, watching this video, you felt the call. My call is pretty strong. I'm not going to lie about that. My call is pretty strong. And it's because I am here to wake up starseeds, and that's a gift. So thank you for hearing the call. Thank you for hanging out with me during this Starseed Awakening series, part 1. Part 2 will be coming next week. Yeah. Have fun, enjoy, have a beautiful day wherever you are, morning, night, evening. If this is like the crack of dawn, have the most beautiful day. And last thing I want to say, my team wants to say, this whole unit wants to say is, it's safe for you to wake up. It's safe for you to find yourself. And the world needs you. The world needs your magic. The world needs your gift. So once again, going back to, if you feel that you're closing off to your gifts because of the people around you, I want you to just see yourself like open, and just like, I always say, it's like the Care Bear, to my old school generation here, Care Bear stare, where like the sun and the light just comes out of the stomach. You're just like, yeah. But like now it's beaming from our hearts. So it's like, yeah, the Care Bear stare. And it's not funny. Like when I was younger watching the Care Bears, I was like, I'm watching the Care Bears, yeah. But like now when I look back, I'm like, oh, okay. The light coming out and shining on people. Okay, the rainbow coming out. Yes. We could dissect a lot of old movies, cartoons, and all the things, but that's not what we're here. That's not what we're here to do today. I love you. You're amazing. You're powerful. You're expansive. You will see me soon. I promise. I know that, especially from my beautiful crew that is my people that have been with me for a while. I know I come on YouTube and I'm like, hey, and then I'm like, bye. But promise, the Starseed Awakening series will be up over the next 5 weeks. So about a video a week or 2 videos a week. That's how we're going to transition it up. Y'all get me. All right, I will leave you with that. I am Melissa. If you want to connect with me more, hang out with me on Instagram at MelissaBBates_. TikTok, Melissa B. Bates. My website is melissabbates.com. And once again, if you are, there's a siren coming. If you are interested in those soul blueprint readings, I'll put the link down below too. All right, that is it for me. That is it for me. Tuning into the team. We are good. We are good. We are blessed. You are blessed. You are good.